Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be my Bunk'd Season 1, Episode 5 review and rundown. A whole lot of stuff to run down. Bunk'd is back. Now, a lot of people were wondering what happened to it. Was it canceled? What was going on with it? And fortunately, a few months ago, Miranda May posted that Bunk'd was coming back, so we kind of already knew. Plus, I saw the episode before it aired, so it's really not a big deal. So Bunk'd is back now. We can have so much fun with it. I'm super excited to see more episodes. So yeah, now, this episode, there's a lot of stuff to talk about because of the return of Bunk'd. I feel like this was a really good return episode. When TV shows go on break for a long time, it's good to have a really jam-packed, fun episode, so when they come back, it gets people interested again. So, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the episode yet, I'm gonna get into full detail, so let's get started. Okay, so biggest story from littlest story, we have Xander and Emma's relationship. We also have Lou and Ravi's fun fishing adventure, and then we have Tiffany and Zuri cheating. So I'm gonna talk about Xander and Emma first. So talking with that, yeah, it was a really good episode for them. I feel like this is a really fun step. Now, obviously, this is a summer camp show, and at summer camp shows, or summer camp movies, whatever it is, they always have summer love, and they always have, two people that always have a couple, and they're just like, oh my gosh, let's be in love forever, this is gonna be a romantic summer, all that junk. Now, that's what Emma and Xander were actually hoping for at the beginning of the summer, but now we feel, I can't even talk today, now we realize that they don't have as much in common as they thought they did, so it's like, okay, let's go fishing, you wanna be my partner? Yeah, it'll be super romantic, and then they get there, and it's just like, oh, we don't have a lot in common. So that's, something that was really fun to, they're realizing that it's not that easy. It's not like, okay, let's get together and fall in love forever. It's not that easy. So they realized that, and then Emma had this little pep talk from Gladys, who was having some trouble with Murphy, I think was his name, and then Emma wanted to get back together with Xander, but it was like, hey, we should just break up. That was what Xander said. Obviously, he thought that Emma was going to say, let's break up, so he just went ahead and said it, but both of them don't want to. And now, this is one of those stories where it gets so annoying, because we as the audience know what's going on, and they as the characters don't. So we're just yelling at our TV screens for them to hear us, and they don't. So this is one of those annoying, irritating stories where it's like, oh my gosh, the characters are so clueless right now, what the heck? And as us, as the audience, know, it's easier when the audience watches a show for the characters to also know what's going on with the audience, so that's okay, now we're interested in seeing this, but when the characters are so clueless rather than the audience, it's like, oh my gosh, or not clueless, but when the characters don't know what's going on, we yell at our screens because it's like, can you not see what's going on here? So this is one of those stories where, people have to wait, and we just have to be patient and see if the story unfolds the way it has to. But it was really interesting to see this. I really thought that Peyton List and, Kevin Quinn both played this really well. It was really good. The writing was pretty well. It was decent for the story, and I thought that it went really well. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens in further episodes to see if their relationship progresses or if it doesn't. I hope they do get back together. They're really fun together, and it's really fun to see them together, so we're going to have to hope for the best. Now, on to the next story, which is Lou and Ravi's fishing adventure. Okay, so talking about Lou and Ravi's adventure, so what's going on here is that Lou has always wanted to catch Big Whiskers. Yeah, that's right, Big Whiskers, which is a huge fish that resides in the lakes of Camp Kikiwaka or whatever. I don't even know, the lake of that. And she teams up with Ravi to catch Big Whiskers because of the fishing contest that's going on. I forgot to mention that. There's a fishing contest. Yeah, it gets a little crazy because Lou just goes insane. She had 6 fingers, now she only has 5. And she probably got driven insane from Big Whiskers, and now she's just eating flies, and she's trying to go hand fishing, and it's like, what? And then Ravi's just sitting there, he doesn't know what's going on, and he offers her samosas, and it's like, oh my god, or wasn't that what it was? Samosas? Something like that. And then he doesn't know what's going on. But finally what happens is that she catches Big Whiskers, and she, Ravi said that it wasn't about, what happened, the outcome, it's about the quest or the journey, whatever he said, I can't remember. And it was really fun to see, Lou realize that and kind of put Big Whiskers back. It was really fun. I probably would have kept the fish, just even if it was about the journey. I would have understood it, but still kept the fish. It's it's a trophy-winning fish. What the heck? Now, one thing I really liked about this episode with their story is that it was Ravi and Lou. And we haven't seen that pairing, ever. So what I think I want Bunk'd to do is just to pair, weird couples, Jorge and Emma could have an episode, or Tiffany and Xander maybe, like, just, like, switch up the characters once in a while like they did in this episode. Now, I do know that Tiffany and Ravi are going to have an episode coming up, so that's going to be really fun as well to see. So they're just, like, switching up the characters, because we've already seen, like, we've seen Lou with Emma most of the time, Zuri with Tiffany, and we've seen Jorge and Xander and Ravi kind of do their thing. So they're switching up the characters this time around, which is what I like, and I want to see more of that. So yeah, I thought that this story was really well. It wasn't the best. It kind of tied to me, like, between the whole Xander and Emma story and the Lou and Ravi one. It kind of tied, but it's like, this one wasn't as big as what's going to happen. Like, I feel like the Xander and Emma story is, like, seeding what's to come for their relationship, rather than this one that's not really that big of a deal. Anyway, let's get on to the last story, which is Tiffany and Zuri. Okay, so Tiffany and Zuri had their little story. Now, during the fishing contest, they actually cheated and, like, took Murphy's fish, and, like, it was already stuffed as well, so it was stuffed full of food. They took the fish, and they faked catching it, like, they fake caught it, and it's like, hey, look what we caught, and it's like, no. So Gladys and the others find out, like, that they're cheating, and that there was a stuffed fish from the kitchen, and then they just get disqualified, and they have to get a punishment as well, which was, I think, cleaning the kitchen or something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was something involving the kitchen. That's what I remember, which is really gross and really crazy. I don't know. I thought this was a really fun story. It really wasn't the biggest thing. Like, it really wasn't a big deal for them cheating, but it was fun. It was good for a side story. Like, without Jorge in the episode, I feel like they had to do a little bit more than this one. So, like, usually they have a Jorge thing, and it's just like in TV shows where you lose a character for a week, they have to, like, kind of progress the story. Like, it's like you can have a weak story as long as you have all the characters, but you have to have a bigger story if you lose one character. That's what I think, at least, for TV shows that lose a character for a week. So that's what this one did. So yeah, but let's go to updates and my overall thoughts of the episode, and yeah, let's do that. Overall, this episode was pretty good. I feel like it was a good return episode for the show. Like, we haven't seen it in, like, months, so it was good for us to return back to the show. I'm excited for what's to come. I can't wait. Overall thoughts of the episode, like I said, it was a good return episode, and I thought it was really good. Seeding a little bit of stuff with the Emma-Xander relationship, and I don't think there's anything else that was seeding in there, but just that story. But still, it's really exciting to see what's going to happen next. So updates, I will post my Descendants Wicked World video next. We got a whole ton of stuff with what's going on with the mystery of who the character is. We're going to talk about that. Then I also have to post my Girl Meets World video. Huge, amazing performance by Sabrina Carpenter last night, so I'll put that up after my Descendants Wicked World. And then after that, that's pretty much all the videos I have to do. Today I'm actually doing a vlog for my vlog channel, so if you haven't seen that, go subscribe. The link is down below with my Twitter, Instagram, and Vine, so follow those as well. And links are up there to my Bunk'd videos and some other videos I just did. I did a Wicked World video and Arrow? I think Arrow and the Flash is up there as well. So, that's pretty much all I gotta say. So, like and favorite this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.